big story. Now, what they found was a woman stabbed to death. Now, all eyes are on the man who dropped this stunning bombshell on police. Hal Eisner has more in tonight's big story. Well, get ready for more changes in airport security. The feds plan to give passengers a gift right before Christmas. But of course, there's a catch. Christy Fajardo on the street team with details. Hostage in Iraq. Now, they're being videotaped and threatened. The deadliest attack on U.S. troops in 4 months. A roadside bomb killed 10 Marines and wounded 11 others on a foot patrol near Fallujah. And to the west, Americans and Iraqis are teaming up to cut off the insurgent supply of weapons. He doesn't have much luck, does he? Anyway, one Long Beach family is recovering tonight after being attacked by an A family turning up the heat ends up in the hospital, all because of a faulty heat. Well, 'tis the season for Christmas decorations, but a display in Oklahoma has lots of people talking.
Might be a little more.
Where? Unless, of course, you're Will. It's funny to me. Well, coming up, 2 stars from the hit show Lost get arrested for DUI. And is Brad...
To our big story in just a moment, but first we have breaking news at LAX.
That's right. He seemed so calm. I mean, after that, and he's like, I'm getting on a plane. I'm keeping my Christmas plans.
Gotta have my trip, yeah.
Wow. Okay, now back to our other big story. 70 murders in Compton, almost double from last year.
But the town determined to stop the violence and take back the streets. Hal Eisner.
People are shopping until they drop, and then it's time to ship all of those Christmas gifts.
And today marks the busiest day of the year for the Postal Service and other companies that ship your packages.
President Bush remains confident in his decision to spy on suspected terrorists without getting search warrants. German whose anthrax are released from an Iraqi prison, and a deadly snowstorm hits Japan. U.S. meat getting... Well, that's what it said. 80,000.
How about 180,000?
No, Did they just put that in there?
They snuck in there when you weren't looking. A ceremony that made history.
What would I do without you, Ricky? iPods and other MP3 players have revolutionized how we listen to music. Now these gadgets are also changing how you work out, and just in time for your New Year's resolution. Maria and I are all excited. We can't wait to try this out.
I'd be ignoring mine.
Yeah, Rick is like, it's okay.
Give me a drink.
This is so great. I love it. Okay, one other consideration. The cost of the most expensive iTrain program is still much less than 1 hour with a personal trainer. Check it out yourself on iTrain.com. Write that down, Maria. Julius Caesar. That's fantastic. Okay. Never has getting stuck in traffic been so entertaining. You know, some employee is so busted. So busted.
A former American Idol runner-up rushed to the hospital. What's wrong with Bo Bice?
Yeah, but it seems like all the singers are like exhaustion or something. They work too hard.
Take a break, yeah. You know, fans used to love to chant, well, they do love to chant, he sop choi. He sop choi. He sop choi. Exactly. But the Dodgers have a new first baseman, Nomar Garcia Parra. I don't feel...
Yeah, we'll be right back. Lauren Sanchez, and this is UPN 13 News.
The 2 victims, Daryl Russell and Mike Bustianelli.
Yeah, cops say their car was going so fast and so out of control, it left 50 yards of destruction. Michael Brownlee's got more in tonight's...
Off a bunch of toys intended to go to kids who may not have any Christmas now.
It's horrible. That's exactly what police want to know, though. The cruel crime was pulled off in Santa Ana. Hal Eisner and President Bush, meanwhile, is thrilled with how Iraq's historic election played out.
He calls it a major step forward in his Iraq war strategy.
We're certain that the turnout was significant.
Angry relatives grieve in Nigeria following that country's latest air disaster.
And a terrorist attack stopped in Jerusalem. That and more as we slam onto the world and how much we really don't know about what's under the sea. A census of sea creatures till March to find out the winner.
Really? It's a long time.
That is too long, don't you think?
I know.
Okay.
So what does a mother do if she's trapped in a burning building with her baby and there's no place to go?
One New York woman dropped her child out of the window hoping someone would catch him. A terrifying ordeal, all caught on tape. It's unbelievable. The 1-month-old baby and his mother are fine tonight. Cinda Fox has even asked Vasquez to be her baby's godfather. What are you doing? Okay.
Oh, good thing you did.
Oh, the shoe.
Coming up, aren't Vikings supposed to be wild on the high seas?
There are lots of world-class attractions at LA's historic Olivera Street.
But none have as fascinating a story as Jorge. Gigi Graciet shows us how one burro ended up on the streets of LA. Go figure.
Boys being boys. Okay, hi. I'm not a meteorologist, but I do play one on TV, so here's your 5. If you feel like an elephant, can you go? I'm all for it then.
Why not, I guess.
All right. Cops couldn't catch him, but Dad, oh, he did.
We haven't been able to catch him. We haven't been able to see.
Could you imagine if you're the dad and you get video like that? Whew!
Don't even
Not a happy man. Okay, it can't compare to Chicago's Super Bowl Shuffle, but the Bengals have busted loose with their own music video. I remember in the Super Bowl Shuffle, they were all like, in their uniforms.
Yeah. We gotta go. Coming up, is Kong shaping up to be a king-size hit or a monster turkey? At 3 hours, King Kong is a giant of a film, but will Kong survive the long haul at the box office? It's too
No, it'll be huge.
I think so, too.
Go ahead.
Dodgers trying to turn red, as in Red Sox. Today, they sat down with free agent Nomar.
Go anywhere, because we will be right back.
That's a threat. Next.
See you tomorrow night. Sleep tight.
I'm Rick Garcia.
I'm Lauren Sanchez, and this is Channel 13 News.
Big story.
They marched peacefully, but their passion was like thunder.
Hundreds of thousands in cities big and small. Gigi Graciet begins our coverage of tonight.
Rallies, including one in Santa Ana, were echoed across the country as thousands of others took to the streets in the name of immigration reform. Quite a sight in Phoenix. Most likely you or someone you know was on MySpace.com. It does have some 60 million members. But many of its members are underage, and now the website is adding something new to protect your kids from sexual predators. Liz Warren in this. Well, they were accused of gang rape, but now defense lawyers claim a DNA test has cleared the 3 Duke University lacrosse players. The lawyers say overseas the final votes have been counted, and Italy is headed for change.
The incumbent takes the upper house, the challenger takes the lower.
While in France, the government surrenders again. Those stories and more as we slam. Says he doesn't read much, but a New Yorker article suggesting his administration may hit Iran with a tactical nuclear strike has fired him up.
I read the article.
What, you like? I like that.
That was nice.
I never
like
had
it,
eggs like that. I just had eggs with eggs.
Real eggs.
I don't know.
Funny.
Sometimes I got a nickel.
Did you?
Yeah, if I was lucky.
Tonight we introduce a new segment allowing you to sound off on one of the day's top issues. So with immigration protests going on all over the nation, we're asking you.
Rick's going to read them too.
I am?
Yes.
Thank you.
I give you that honor.
Oh,
you're so good at it.
No, you're so nice to me sometimes.
Do this for a living.
I'm thinking about it.
They are out of danger, but not out of the woods. When we come back, the latest